If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, I need to warn you about something. See, right now, guys, I make $30,000, $40,000 a month from my online business. And I've always dreamed of getting to this point. But there are things that people just don't tell you. You just don't understand until you get here. And I want to warn you about them before you set out on this journey. Not so that you can not be an entrepreneur, because I think it's the best thing in the world, but just so whenever you encounter these, you'll be more prepared to stay strong and understand that, this is part of the journey. So I woke up this morning and I usually check my community notifications, everything when I first get up. I know it's terrible. I try not to, but honestly, I just get so worried about it unless I check it immediately in the morning, which I need to work on. But so I checked it and I got a message from this guy who's in my high ticket program. And he goes, dude, I've absolutely loved being here. The value's insane. I see how crazy hard you go for every member in here. And I've been learning so much, but I'm kind of in a tough financial situation. So I'm going to take you up on that 100% money back guarantee. And I was sitting here like, what? I have a guarantee, but I make it extremely clear, like on the sales calls, that the only way you can get this guarantee is if you go through the full 90 days and you don't get the result that I promise. That's the only way you can get it. You can't just come in here, soak up all the value from the community, all the value from coaching, all the value from reviews, and then just leave. That's not fair to me or the team, and that's not how the world works, right? You can't go to Walmart, buy a bunch of stuff, come back a day later and be like, oh, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. Like, I've already used everything in here. I've already ate all the chocolate bars and everything, but I'll just bring you back the wrappers and give me my money back. But why do I tell you that? Well, because stuff like that, they don't tell you about in these videos. They don't talk about all the struggles and waking up to somebody wanting thousands of dollars back and you paying your team all this money and thinking that it could just disappear if everyone decided to just cancel and get a refund and all this stuff. Or even that you give your life to something. You go so hard for these people. You give everything and they think it's incredible and then they still just like, I'll take my money back. It's like, guys, that stuff, it sounds like nothing to you. Like, oh, you're making $34K a month. Somebody wants a couple thousand back. What does it matter? Well, when you're scaling, when you're reinvesting everything back into the business, I'm only paying myself $5K a month, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm only paying myself $5K a month. The rest gets reinvested / stacked for future reinvestments in the business account. And so that stuff is scary. And if you're gonna be a future entrepreneur, you must understand you will have days like that where you realize this is freaking risky. Like, what if this is scary. Like, I should just go work for someone else. I should just work for someone else. I should not take on all the authority. I should let someone else take on the risk. And those days, I want to warn you about now so you'll be prepared. Because this is what entrepreneurship is about. It's about taking full accountability. It's about actually living in the real world, which has real consequences and is risky. But the good news is you get the real rewards. Like, for every person that, if you're doing this right, for every person that gets a refund or like has a bad experience or whatever, there's 5, 10 people, 100 people who have incredible experiences and you change their lives. But the warning that I have for you is that all the negative stuff sticks out way more because our brains are wired to look for negativity and to be very cautious of it. So whenever you get tons of wins or testimonials, you can get 100 testimonials and have one bad one and still feel like you screwed up. And you'll want to quit. And you want to think, is this even worth it? Should I even be on this path? I should just get a 9 to 5. But I promise you it's worth it, guys. And something I thought about today when I was praying through all this is, when Jesus was walking on water and he calls Peter out onto the water and Peter's walking on the water. He's looking at Jesus. He's doing it. He's walking on water. He's doing the impossible. That is what entrepreneurship feels like. Right? You're doing the impossible whenever you're trusting in Jesus and you're doing this for the right reasons. Like, I'm making $40K a month. That feels impossible. I feel like I'm walking on water. Like, I've always dreamed about this. But Peter heard the waves. He looked away from Jesus. He started looking at all the dangers, all the things that could go wrong. He started worrying and he started sinking. And so Jesus picks him back up and he says, "Ye of little faith, why did you doubt?" And if you're doing this for the right reasons, if you're doing this sacrificially for the mission of like Jesus and to tell people about God, if you're having faith, then we have to hold strong to that faith. Because there's going to be days where the wind is loud and the waves are roaring and you're scared. You think about all the depths and the death that could happen below you. But you have to stay looking at Jesus and keep your eyes on the mission, which is serving others and telling people about God and helping people. And if you do that, you will have faith, and that will carry you through all those dark times. It'll make it worth it for you. Not to say that everything will go good. It might not. Like, this could all come crashing down in a month from now. But I have faith that it's all for the right reasons. And if it happens, that's perfectly fine, because God allowed it to happen. And I have faith that whatever happens is going to be all right, and for the glory of God, which is all that matters. So that's my warning to future entrepreneurs. Dark days will come. They will be tough. They will suck. You will feel like you are crawling through the mud most days, but know that it is worth it. And the people that you're helping is far outweighs the people who are being like goobers about everything, being negative. There's some guy in my comments who literally said, "Oh, you're losing the school games because I cursed you and your team." Like, people are cursing me to lose the games. I don't know, man. But that's the warning to future entrepreneurs. This is real world. This is not the school education system. This is not, working a job. Like, this is real world, which has like insane consequences. And you can go from 0 to 100 and 100 to 0 real quick. So that's my warning to you guys today. But don't be scared. Just be encouraged that you're gonna have these days. So know that, but then have faith that God will get you through them.